Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review. Going back up north to Lincoln, California, Slice Beer Company. I'm excited for this beer. I don't know a whole lot about this beer, but just looking at it, I think I know what this is. This beer is called Spiritual Moment. What does that look like to you guys? It's the old if you know, you know, right? This to me looks like the old school Alpine Nelson label. It doesn't look exactly like it, but it's kind of recreated to look like that. The old Nelson label was just a circle, had a picture of New Zealand. It just reminds me instantly looking at this beer. And on the side of the can, it says, beer brings us together in various ways. This is a tribute to one of those beers that just hit you at the right time, shared with the right people, and consistently brings you back to that first sip and last laugh. We call that a spiritual moment. Nelson did that from circa 2014. Alpine Nelson's, I mean, I'll die on the hill. It's the best IPA of all time. I had never had Nelson hops before I had that beer, and that beer just blew my mind, and it was amazing. And it's just never, I don't know, it's one of those things, we'll just never have it again. I realize that McElhaney is brewing months now, and it's just, I don't think it's the same beer everyone's saying it is. I think they want it to be. Who knows? It might be. I don't know. But per the label, 7% alcohol by volume. This says Hazy West Coast IPA. Nelson from Alpine was a hazy beer, but it was a West Coast IPA. And this was canned on, what does this say? Blessed be the beers, October 5th. So we are November 11th, just over a month in the can. Hashtag Team Old IPA, just how I like them. I mean, you guys know if you followed my channel at all with hazy beers, I like them to sit in the can for a while. This beer is, whoa, super hazy. So yeah, I'm guessing this is an homage to Nelson. It says Nelson and Rawaka. I want to say, maybe, this doesn't say rye. Alpine Nelson had rye in it, and I think there was some other stuff, but it was mostly Nelson. But we poured that right into the slice glassware, because you guys know beer tastes better in proper glassware. It's science. It is hazy AF. It looks like orange juice. Finger of creamy bright white head. We do not drink a lot of hazy beers these days, but this is one that I wanted to try. So let's go ahead, shove our fat nose in it, see what it's got. Ooh, it smells really good. It smells white winey, it smells grapey, and it smells peachy to me. It's got this cool sweetness. It almost smells kind of creamsicle-y. But it's got a little bit, it's not overwhelming, which is good for me. It's got a little bit of that yeastiness. But yeah, it's got this cool, like almost vanilla thing. Like it's reminding me of creamsicle, but it's really peachy, stone fruity, white winey, grapey. It smells really good. Let's go ahead and taste it. Cheers. Oh, as always, Slice Beers. Gotta thank my man Jared. Love you, bro. Dude, so, I mean, we're 5 weeks in the can. This beer is still absolutely delicious. And it is, mouthfeel-wise, is creamy, super creamy. And there is a nice pithy bitterness on the finish of that. Grapefruit peel, kind of orange rind, super dry. Thankfully, like I said, you could smell some of the yeastiness, which has completely turned me off of hazy beers. I mean, I've mentioned that in many videos. The yeast chalky thing, I'm over it. This beer thankfully does not have that, but man, this is super explosively flavorful still, even at 5 weeks. The mouthfeel of that's awesome. I kind of wonder what this was like really fresh, because I'm telling you, there is a good amount of bitterness. I wonder if this was kind of harsh, like a little, I mean, we joke about it, it's still too green. I wonder if it was a little, it has a little bit of that orange juice after brushing your teeth, kind of a bite to it. But yeah, dry, good lingering bitterness, but fruity, peachy, stone fruity, white grapey. I mean, a crusher of a beer at 7%, this is one of those beers that it's not like that kind of yeast cakey thing where it's gonna, I mean, for me, yeasty beers, it upsets my stomach. I just can't drink them one after another. Not that you should be drinking 7% beers one after another, but you guys know when these beers are good, they're good. So, yeah, this is really good just because it doesn't do the stuff that I hate in hazy beers. So, It smells awesome too. I think that bitterness, I mean, it's saying West Coast, hazy West Coast IPA. You definitely do not get that in the New England juice bombs. It's not, you know, they don't offer bitterness. It's just fruity, sugary, yeasty esters that can get chalky. This actually has that beer thing. I mean, if you guys are watching this and you didn't have this beer, think on, you know, West Coast style. Think of like monkish hazy beers. North Park offers bitter hazy beers. It's not that just soft, pillowy juice bomb. This beer is beer that's hazy in appearance and offers that fruitiness. So good stuff. This is one of the few hazy beers that I've really enjoyed recently. So listen, I'm still trying to, you know, get back into them. I try them. There's just so many of them that I just but this one's really good. So that Spiritual Moment from Slice. Do you guys agree this is kind of a homage to Nelson? I think it is. I don't know. We'll have to ask Zach. So if you guys had it, let me know what you thought. Appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the view so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.